Hello?
Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying. But what happens when you encounter someone, or something, you'd rather never meet? Like this first encounter, shared by Safari Classics TV. A channel that doesn't just document hunts, it documents obsession. For Marcus, a seasoned hunter drawn time and again to the wild heart of Africa, this journey to Cameroon isn't simply about tracking game, it's about chasing something bigger. In this video, he sets out in search of the elusive savanna buffalo. But what begins as a calculated pursuit under open skies slowly spirals into something much more dangerous, where patience wears thin, the bush closes in, and survival is no longer a given. From the very start, the tone is focused but light. Marcus and the team joke about the rifle's storied history, a weapon passed down through dangerous expeditions, a symbol of experience and risk. The morning is warm, the terrain vast, and the wind carries the scents and sounds of something ancient. This is northern Cameroon, harsh, humid, and wildly alive.
What's the plan, Patrick?
The plan is to cut through that block because we know the elands are in that block, and we have to do it this way because of the wind. If we go and if we had stopped where the car started, and I knew we could have done that, then we would have pushed them in that direction and going with the wind in their back, which we want to avoid. So we need to find them, approach them, and hope that the wind stays in the right direction. Otherwise, we have to start again.
Empty chamber.
Oh, good.
The day starts with cautious optimism. The buffalo are close, the signs are clear. Fresh tracks, warm dung, broken brush that still carries the memory of movement. The group pushes forward, trailing shadows, knowing the herd is just ahead. But so is the wind, and one wrong shift could destroy hours of effort.
How many? Is it just two of them? Or?
No, it's the herd.
Whole herd.
Yeah, whole herd.
You think they heard us or they smelled us?
Yeah, they heard us and smelled us. Both. Now they're running fast.
The trackers went in across the circle from us, and with good wind we're able to track them and kind of localize where they are. So if the wind stays positive for us, we'll try to get in on them, and if the wind starts firming, we'll just back out. Off we go.
They finally spot them. Not just one, but an entire herd. Cinnamon coats glinting through patches of sun-dappled shade. But then the tension breaks. The wind changes. The herd catches their scent. In an instant, the calm is gone. The chance is lost, and Marcus is left gripping his rifle, breath held, wondering how many more chances he'll get. Later that day, new tracks offer a sliver of hope. Fresh dung, still moist in the heat. The group moves quietly, reverently, toward the possibility of another encounter.
Just past the street, 20 yards in front of you. He's about 120 yards, just to the right of the street in front of you. Look, Marcus. There he is. Okay. No, fuck.
A lone bull, deep in the brush. Thick-necked and bronze-hued, it moves with a quiet authority. The group circles carefully, mindful of the wind. Marcus steadies his breathing, lines up his shot, but the buffalo shifts. Still, the group keeps hopeful and is not planning to give up yet. But if that was the best idea,
Can you see him? Straight through here, a little bit to your right.
Oh, okay.
the bull is still moving, wounded but unpredictable. The group moves forward again, but the undergrowth is thick, and the buffalo keeps slipping into the trees. Then, without warning, the worst-case scenario happens.
Lang.
Come here, come off this quickly, come. Watch it.
Yeah,
Get
you.
that rifle. What? Come over here. There. Shoot it. Shoot it, Marcus. There, reload. Where's the other rifle?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get
Over
it.
here. Come. Slowly. Watch the buffalo. Here. There it is, Marcus. Shoot it.
Okay, just wait, guys. Marcus, wait. Rifle up, rifle up.
Safety on. Are you okay? We need to get him to a hospital.
Okay. Where is this?
He's hit in the groin. It hasn't gone all the way through.
Okay, let Marcus just quickly check him out.
Marcus, you're a doctor. Go and look at his wound.
Check if it didn't get his femoral artery.
The wounded animal, pushed too far, turns. A tracker moves ahead too quickly. The bull charges and the man is hit. Thrown. Blood spills into the dry dust.
Just lie down.
Stand up so we can examine him.
Just give me this rifle.
Jesus Christ. Another bullet.
Shot.
Fortunately, help arrived in time, and the injured man went on to make a full recovery. In the end, they accomplished what they set out to do, but not without consequence. The cost was real, and the memory of that moment will stay with them far longer than the trophy ever could. But hunting has always walked a fine line between tradition and controversy, skill and sorrow. For some, it's a way of life, a test of patience, focus, and respect for the wild. It's about understanding the land, reading its silence, and stepping into a role humans once played by necessity. At its best, it's controlled, ethical, and deeply humbling. But it's not without its weight. For every successful shot, there's a moment of stillness afterward, when even the most seasoned hunters feel it, that quiet reckoning. Because no matter how skilled the pursuit, the truth remains. Something beautiful, something alive, is gone. And for many, that's hard to justify, harder still to forget. Some see it as balance, others see it as a loss, and both can be true. Because out here, far from comfort and noise, hunting isn't just about the chase, it's about the burden of choice, the responsibility to take only what's needed, and the understanding that every pull of the trigger echoes long after the dust settles. But the wild doesn't always fight back with hooves or horns. Sometimes the danger is quieter, stranger, and it doesn't always bleed. Because while some encounters leave scars you can see, others leave questions you can't shake. And that takes us deep in the wilderness, where a man was on a solo camp and bike trip, far from the noise and comfort of civilization. The kind of journey meant to clear your head, just a bike, a tent, and the quiet hum of nature. He'd ridden through forest trails all day, weaving through dense trees and remote paths that hadn't seen footprints in years. And by afternoon, he stopped near a quiet clearing to rest. But as he wandered around, something odd caught his attention.
Bro, is that my fork? Well, hello? No. Why is that? No. Hello? What the hell?
For a moment, he just knelt there, unsure if he had imagined it. Then, again, more clearly this time, a voice came from the hole.
Well, hello? No. Why is that? No.
He looked around. No signs of other people. No hidden speakers. Just trees, wind, and the stillness of deep forest. This was supposed to be the middle of nowhere, yet something was speaking to him from underground. He didn't reach back in. He didn't investigate further. He just stood up, backed away, and left. So what do you think? Was it a prank? Some kind of underground echo? Or did this man stumble on something no one was supposed to hear? Sometimes the wilderness keeps its secrets buried. The real question is, what happens when one of them speaks back? But while some wilderness encounters leave us questioning reality, others offer no doubt at all. No voices from the ground, no tricks of the wind, just the unmistakable presence of something powerful, real, alive, and watching. And that's exactly what takes us to Endless Venture. A channel that thrives on going further, beyond the roads most traveled, deeper into the wild than most would ever consider. And in this episode, Casey, alongside his friend Riley, teams up with their local guide Deepak and a full camp crew to do just that. Together, they head into one of the most untouched wildernesses Casey has ever stepped foot in, Nepal's Babai River Valley. This is tiger country, raw, unpredictable, and alive with some of the most elusive predators on Earth. Their journey begins in the bustling streets of Kathmandu, but it quickly transforms. A small aircraft whisks them over the spine of the Himalayas, and then it's hours by road, rattling through villages, past military checkpoints, and finally into the lowland jungles near Bardia National Park. Most safaris stay close to the populated edges of the reserve. This group doesn't. They drive deep, into more than 370 square miles of wilderness rarely touched by outsiders. Their destination, the Babai River Valley, a place where elephants roam unbothered, crocodiles slip through glassy water, and the roar of a Bengal tiger can still silence the forest.
Finally here right on the edge of the Babai River. So we're gonna camp for the next few nights. Time to get the campsite up, get all the gear out of here, and then send the truck and two guys home.
Camp is set just before dark, right along the river. The truck that brought them disappears into the distance, leaving only canvas, firewood, and the quiet hum of forest life. Deepak, an experienced tracker and wildlife photographer, will guide them in the days ahead. But tonight, the mission is simple: stay alert. As the sun disappears behind the jungle canopy, the crew gathers for dinner. The flicker of firelight dances across tired faces. This isn't just a remote location, it's dangerous. Elephants, rhinos, and tigers are known to move through this area. And out here, tents offer not much protection.
Biggest danger we face is from wild elephants. Wild elephants will come into our camp, destroy our camp, kill us if they want to. So we've got a few precautions. This is an interesting one I've never seen before. The guys are going around the perimeter of the camp and putting rope and string that's been soaked in kerosene all the way around the camp. First thing, elephants hate the smell of kerosene. But if they do come in camp, not only will they be deterred by the scent, the guys will light the rope on fire. So there'll be a flame barrier all the way around the camp that'll try to keep the elephants out.
It's time to settle in our tents for the night and get some sleep, and go out in search of tigers in the morning.
It's an old technique meant to deter elephants. It's not foolproof, but it's better than nothing. One man, Dookie, takes the job of night watchman. He'll tend the fires while the others sleep, but no one expects what's waiting for them tonight.
Two of them. Hear that? That's tigers calling to each other. It's midnight. Hear the alarm calls from a gentle deer. The gentle make very specific alarm calls towards tigers, and that is the tiger alarm call. That means there's definitely a tiger right by camp right now. Yeah. They don't alarm unless there's a tiger.
The night is tense, thick with expectation, every sound sharpened by the surrounding dark. Sleep is fragile, and no one truly relaxes. The forest, once still, seems to shift. First carried faintly through the trees, the low, resonant rumble of tigers calling to one another. It's a haunting sound, both beautiful and terrifying. Then, the alarm calls of deer, sharp, repetitive, and unmistakably urgent. Everyone stays inside their tents, but every breath feels held. Something powerful is moving just beyond the perimeter. In the morning, the evidence is clear. Tracks, fresh, unmistakable, and close. A tiger walked the edge of their camp, watching. It circled, assessed, then slipped away into the dark without a sound. It's a chilling reminder that out here, they're the visitors.
This one, this one, return. Just
Back and forth. Fresh tiger tracks around camp.
Walked back and forth. So tiger came into camp last night, saw the camp, turned around, and then walked back out that way. Around midnight we heard some chital deer calls over in this direction too, so that's probably what they were alarming at. It's crazy to think that last night, while everybody was sleeping in camp, and our night guard was probably right there by that fire, just there in the tall grass, a tiger walked up, looked at our camp, assessed the situation, probably watched the night watchman walk around or stand by the fire, and then just snuck off in that tall grass.
They were lucky, unbelievably lucky, that the tiger who approached their camp during the night decided not to come closer. Had it been more curious, more desperate, or more aggressive, it could have easily been their last night alive. No fence, no flame, no fire watch could have stopped what a full-grown tiger was capable of. But that wasn't their fate. At dawn, with adrenaline still lingering in their system, Casey, Riley, and Deepak followed the forest's clues. Tracks crisscrossed the muddy earth, some so fresh they steamed in the morning air. Their own boot prints from the previous day had been overlaid by those of a tiger, an unsettling reversal of roles. They had been the ones watched, shadowed, and circled. And yet, instead of an ambush, they were offered a glimpse. A massive male tiger emerged from the riverbed brush. For a moment, time held still. The animal stood in full view, regal and unbothered, his amber eyes meeting theirs across the rocks. A rare moment in a world that gives so few. With only a few thousand Bengal tigers left in the wild, each sighting becomes a memory etched in time, a reminder of what still exists and what could so easily disappear. Babai Valley tested their awareness, their courage, and their respect for the wild. It reminded them that in places like this, true power hides in silence, and it's always watching. But not all encounters with the wild involve fangs or forests. Sometimes it's not what's ahead of you, but what passes silently beneath. It was a calm, sunlit afternoon, water like glass, a lone fisherman drifting in his canoe with nothing but the lapping waves and his own quiet thoughts. The day was peaceful, and he was enjoying his time in nature until something unseen slid beneath the boat, a ripple, a shadow, and suddenly, everything felt wrong.
Yeah. So that was one. I think it's 20 of them.
Without warning, a few massive, unknown creatures passed directly under the canoe. The surface erupted in ripples as the boat quivered. He didn't see details, no fins, no tail, just vast shadows that seemed to stretch the length of the canoe itself, gliding silently into the deep. In that moment, fear replaced reason. He wasn't alone on the water, and whatever had just passed beneath him didn't belong to any fish he knew. The footage spread quickly. Some called it a sea monster. Others swore it was something prehistoric, like a modern-day leviathan caught just out of sight. The mystery, the fear, the unknown, it all added up to the perfect viral storm. But then came the debunking. Experts and viewers alike began dissecting the video frame by frame. Marine biologists chimed in. The wide, slow-moving shadow, the size, the ripple pattern. Most agreed. It wasn't a monster. It was likely a group of manatees, large, gentle sea cows known to glide through shallow waters in formation. When bunched together, their smooth backs and synchronized movements can create the illusion of a single enormous creature. It wasn't terror, it was nature, misunderstood in the moment. Still, even knowing that, the feeling lingers. Because in those few seconds, that fisherman wasn't thinking about science. He was thinking about survival, about what ancient force might be gliding beneath him. And sometimes, even when logic arrives later, the fear never really leaves. So yes, maybe it was manatees. But for the man in that boat, it was something else entirely. Something that reminded him, and all of us, that the unknown still lives just beneath the surface. And just like that, we return from the quiet waters, where shadows stirred the depths, to something darker still. Because while some encounters rise from beneath, others wait in silence above, watching, waiting, daring someone to come closer. In this chilling installment for Sam and Colby, a site with a dark reputation of human and animal sacrifices. Exploring with Angelo is a channel that doesn't chase myths. It walks directly into them. Run by Angelo, the channel has built a reputation for its grounded, hands-on approach to the paranormal. And in this video, he's joined by his friend Frankie as they document one of their most unsettling locations yet. A remote stretch of wilderness known only by its nickname, the Redeye Demon Forest. It's a place Angelo has visited before, and each time, he leaves with more questions than answers. Armed with new gear, a bit of caffeine, and just enough resolve to get them through the night, they head back into the dark. But this time, the forest doesn't wait. It greets them early with sounds, movement, and a voice that shouldn't exist.
You hear that?
The hell is that?
Oh.
The hell?
Okay, now it just sounded like something got thrown or... the hell was that? Hello? Okay.
The first sound doesn't startle them, but the familiarity of it does. A deep, sudden thud, like something heavy, was dropped just out of sight. There's no wind, no animals in view, but Angelo and Frankie keep going.
Was it that thing moving?
I don't know.
Does that thing even move anymore?
I don't think so.
Huh. Weird. Alright, well, we're here. More or less, anyway. Alright, home sweet home. Our old fire pit is still here.
And untouched.
Yeah, so that's good, I guess. Oh, it is moving. Look at that.
It is?
Yeah, look, it's spinning.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I've never seen that move before.
Neither have I.
Cool. All right, well, that debunks that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really think it was anything paranormal to begin with. It just kind of caught us off guard.
Neither of them has ever seen it move before, but tonight it spins slowly in place, as if marking their arrival or warning them to leave. They start gathering firewood. Frankie works quietly, cutting dead branches with a new saw, but the quiet is constantly interrupted. Behind them, grunts, shifting noises, and strange echoes that seem to follow a rhythm of their own. The forest is too still for wildlife, too responsive for coincidence, and both of them begin to feel it, the creeping sense that they're being observed by something just beyond the tree line.
It was making noise, though.
I thought I heard something. Oh, here it is again. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
You hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not losing my mind?
Nope.
What
What the hell is that?
Weird.
Huh.
Maybe a deer or something?
Sounds like something looks like wants to move around and graze or...
Yeah. Strange.
That would sound like something behind us. The hell?
It's like whatever's here is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing creeps me out
Oh
every
my
time
god, that
now.
scared the shit out of me.
I don't recall ever hearing that.
No, me neither. It's like the first time.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe it loosened up for some reason.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it got lubed up from all the water yesterday.
There's a pattern forming now. Sounds ahead, then behind, then beside them. No matter where they look, the movement is somewhere else. But Angelo and Frankie try to brush it off as some harmless wildlife and focus on making their camp ready for the night, although that uncomfortable feeling only grows as the strange sounds aren't over yet. With the fire lit and their gear somewhat in place, they try something different. They speak to the darkness, hoping for silence. What comes back is unmistakable. An electronic voice from the spirit box muttering words that don't belong. But it gets stranger. As they approach a path near the woods, a human-like voice emerges from the woods.
Oh, look.
Other side.
More free wood.
Oh, this is good wood, too.
Yeah, it's perfect. We'll probably have to come back for that. Wait. I hear something. Okay, what the hell was that? Wait,
What?
Cheryl.
Why did that sound like...
like me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just as confused right now.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the campsite.
What the...
I think I might.
Take a log with us?
Yeah.
Cheryl seeks to lead you.
Hoping it was nothing more than another camper hidden somewhere deeper in the woods, Angelo and Frankie choose to let it go. They return to setting up camp, and for a while, the forest falls quiet. The unease begins to fade, replaced by a fragile sense of normalcy. But comfort in a place like this never lasts long, and the silence is only ever temporary.
One espresso. So, one espresso coming up.
The hell is that?
So I came here, I was literally just peeing in this corner, and I saw two red eyes just over there, staring at me. That's why I literally freaked out.
I don't know. Did you finish your pee? Not good enough.
It was like just about to finish, so
Oh,
it was
okay.
relatively good timing, I guess. But what the fuck did I just see? Cozy. Well, at least this time we know we got lots of space in here.
Yeah. We know we're gonna fit.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just make sure I don't have anything super important out here.
Even with strange things continuing to happen, Angelo and Frankie try to stay positive, mostly to keep themselves from getting too shaken. After a while, they decide it's time to settle inside the tent and call it a night. It's getting late, and both of them are starting to feel the weight of the day. For a moment, it feels like things might finally calm down. But the night isn't over yet. As they lie there, cocooned in thick sleeping bags, they quickly realize comfort is hard to find out here.
But, foot cramp. Bad timing. Not bad. I actually really like this. Oh, I could sleep here perfectly. Okay, did you just hear that? Why did that...
Was that me?
Okay, what the fuck is going on out here? Okay, I am definitely not checking. Fuck that. I don't even want to know. At this point, just trying to warm up my hands. Was it the fire?
I don't know. Or is that somebody stepping on a stick?
Right outside the tent?
Yes.
I think that's that fan thing again.
The squeaky noise, yeah, but not that other sound.
Why must you disrupt my comfort? I don't see nothing.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try and sleep.
This is not what caterpillar feels like.
Yeah, I know.
Hearing what sounds like a human voice, followed by footsteps just outside the tent, only adds to the growing unease. But with nothing visible in the darkness, Angelo and Frankie try to brush it off, telling themselves it's nothing. Still, something about it lingers, and what they don't realize is that the worst is still ahead of them. Because when they were finally asleep, something seemed to be right outside their tent. Both Angelo and Frankie managed to sleep through the sounds, and perhaps that was for the best. The rest of the night passed quietly, with nothing unusual caught on their rolling camera. But as they woke up again early in the morning, before the sun had even risen, the silence broke once again. The strange sounds aren't over yet.
Alright.
Okay, that time it sounded like an animal, but the first time it sounded like an animal.
Yeah, I don't know. We heard something and it... Wolf? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's like right over there.
Yeah.
We can't tell if it's a coyote or if it's like a wolf or something. So we're packing up here, but... What in the hell?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't.
No.
It almost sounds like it's in pain.
The cry stretches and bends, like something in pain, or something imitating it. But neither of them is willing to stay any longer to find out. With their bags packed and tension hanging heavy in the air, they make their way back to the car, long before the sun rises over the treetops. It was a night filled with questions, and whatever was out there, it won't be easily forgotten. But what do you think was really happening in those woods? And who or what was lingering near their camp while they slept? Let me know. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, click to see more on the video on screen.